crave. Under neon lights we take a stand. Knights and wizards across the land.
Well, how did we get here? It's 9:10 in the morning. How you doing? Running a little late today. It's the 8th day of August 2025. It is sunny outside at the moment, so let's appreciate that as we spiral through the month of August, my birthday month. So hopefully you all are having a great birthday month in my favor. Anyways, it's time to take a look at all the product that should be, might be, could be on the shelves of your friendly local game store, if you're lucky enough to have a friendly local game store. But don't take my word for it. Call ahead and make sure they have it in stock before you go over there. And if they don't have it in stock, ask them if they could maybe special order it. At which point they'll probably say something like, yeah, no, not right now. Between the tariffs and the shipping thing and the diamond thing, it might be months or even years before we can special order something. Can I call another? Yeah. I don't know why I keep saying that, because if they don't have it in stock, they're probably not getting it in stock anytime soon. But it's good to have hold out on hope, because we want to keep our tabletop role-playing game physical presence open. Please. Because otherwise you end up like me. We live in a city that used to have a thriving tabletop role-playing game community, but now all those stores have been replaced with stores selling Funko Pops. And literally, there aren't that many Funko Pops to fill 4, 5, 6 different stores. Are there? Are there? All right. Anyway, stop playing. From old school essentials, we have this nightmare fuel. It's called Milk. Milk. It's a quick, fast D20 adventure for $12. You can do it with 2 to 4 characters. There's something to do with chocolate truffles, a lake of milk. And then you have to go and figure out why. It sounds very much like sort of a sinister take on, cozy, let's go work at Starbucks / Willy Wonka. A lake of milk? Yeah, that just doesn't sound healthy. Yeah. Thank God, you don't have to deal with OSHA or anything like that in fantasy world. From Crucible 7 for Warhammer, we have Death Steps Light Fingers for $40. It's a rogue supplement. It's a whole supplement dedicated to rogues or rangers or other types of sneaky type characters, tricksters, rangers, forgers, mule skinners, poachers, gamekeepers, priests, gangs, thefts. Just a $40 book dedicated to the rogue type characters for Warhammer. From Beatles and Grimm, we have Faster Purple Worm, Everybody Dies Volume 1 for D&D. This is a $45. Each of these 15 one-shot adventures provide PCs with a wide range of ways to die. So basically, it's a really difficult one-shots done in the sort of humorous, let's make fun of D&D manner that is Faster Purple Worm Kill. Look, your silly show doesn't work because you're trying to be funny. Funny works if it's unintentionally funny. If you try and force comedy, it doesn't work. So yeah, I've never watched Faster Purple Worm, but who knows? Maybe it's the best gaming show on TV. I don't know. I should probably watch it before I make fun of it. I just feel like when you try and push silly, when you try and push funny, it doesn't work. It's got to be either, very whimsical and hidden within the text like what I do, or just let it happen. Just let it roll. From Deus Ex Machina, we have Amethyst Quintessence and Amethyst Revelations for D&D. They're $70 each. Quintessence adds technology to 5e, including firearms and stuff like that. Revelations covers new backgrounds, archetypes, religions, regions, stuff vaguely based upon Europe and Africa, new classes. So just a whole bunch of new things to take your D&D game up a notch and throw in guns. Can I have a gun in your game, OGGM? Why, Dave? Yes, you can have a gun. As long as you understand that if I'm going to let you have guns, I'm also going to let all my bad guys have guns. And I've got way more bad guys than you do. So do you still want that gun, Dave? No, I don't. I thought not. Ooh, from Magpie Games, we have Rapscallion. Somebody use Rapscallion. We have the Rapscallion GM screen and the Rapscallion Skull Dice Pack. This is powered by the Apocalypse role-playing game. $40 for the rules. $25 for the DM screen and $25 for the dice. No set of dice is worth $25 unless they're like made of gold or something. You are part of a crew of misfit pirates on your own ship. You're exploring the waters, hunting for treasures, having duels, committing dark deeds, doing Jack Sparrow type piratey nonsense, just definitely having fun. How can I not love this game? That is a little pricey, but you know, undead pirates, Pirate Dinosaur Island. That's like my favorite setting. How come you haven't made one yet? Because they already exists. So yeah, check it out. It's awesome. I mean, how can I not love it? It's all my favorite things. Do not spend $25 on dice. It's dice. From Exalted Funeral Press, we have Forest of Exile. For Shadowdark, it's $20 adventure zine for low-level characters where you're asked to protect the village and deal with the village's relationship between the real world and the world of fairy. I don't know if Kelsey's really explored the world of fairy in her world yet, so that might be interesting to see somebody add a little fairy tale stuff to Shadowdark. $20 seems to be reasonable. From Exalted Funeral Press, we've got Hexen Volume 1, the Antiquian Anthology for Outcast Civil Raiders, $20. It's a rule supplement that includes the Antiquarian class, details systems and stress, horror, and mind bonding epiphanies. Also includes Eldritch artifacts and stuff like that. So this is like a zine filled with different stuff for a game called Outcast Civil Raiders. No idea what that is. Let's see. Outcast Silver Raiders. It is a blood-drenched occult medieval role-playing game in the OSR tradition. Occult medieval vision, familiar framework of old-school D&D. Quick to learn. Occult medieval. How is that different than normal D&D? Because that's what D&D is. Occult medieval, magical Hollywood medieval. And finally, we have some dice. We've got from old school dice and accessories. We've got the silver with tiger cub, gold with teal and duck dice. So I guess they have a little teeny thing that looks like the animal inside it. And when you roll it, the little picture or whatever it is always facing you. You get 7 dice for $18. Or you could use my onlycrits coupon down below and buy dice through me instead. Not only supporting me, but supporting a great game company. And hey, onlycrits dice are the only dice that are officially tested and approved by Steve the Cat. So that tells you something about how awesome they are right there. Anyways, it's dice for $18. I remember when dice were $9.99 and you got all the dice you needed. They were blue. They didn't really do anything special, but yeah, you know. So, it's dice. A book for a game that I've never heard of until today. Is anybody playing Outcast Silver Raiders that I don't know about? If you are, please let me know. Some zine love for Shadowdark. Sure, yeah. We want to support Kelsey. Rapscallion. How can I not love this game? I mean, it's a little pricey for me, but it's all my favorite things for a fantasy setting. Dungeons and Dragons now with weapons, because I guess there weren't enough weapons in Spelljammer. No. For $70. No, I'm sorry. Purple Worm, faster. I don't know. You know, part of this just makes me like, oh God, but other means like, I don't know. I mean, it could be good. I mean, you know, D&D is inherently goofy. I think that's one of the many things people forget. But when you try and force the goofiness, it doesn't work. The whimsical has to happen naturally. You can give hints and stuff like that in the tone of the game, but you got to let the comedy happen or not happen. And if it doesn't happen, you can't be upset. You know, you can't go, all right, man, for you guys to rate. No, you gotta. A tire book dedicated to rogues for Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. I guess if that's your thing and you're playing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay anyways, and you really have, you know, $40 worth of questions about the rogue, ranger, sneaky type class, it could be worth your times. And then milk. This is the chocolate factory in a mountain with a lake of milk, and then you have to go investigate why it's, I don't know. Is this like a horror adventure hidden behind a normal adventure? Wasn't there like a horror take on Willy Wonka that Lamentations did. Yeah, but it's $12. And it's got this Nightmare Fuel cover. So, yeah, why not? Outcast Silver Raiders. Anyways, that's all the products are on the shelves this week, but don't take my word for it. Take a moment of your time to call your friendly local game store and see if they have it in stock. And if they don't have it in stock, if they can special order it, or if they can recommend a good alternative, or just, just support them, please. If we don't have a tabletop role-playing game store where I live anymore because of lack of support. You don't want to be like me. So please, if you have a tabletop role-playing game store, go in once a month and buy dice. Buy one magic card. Buy a sticker. Buy a stick of gum. Buy a snack. Just every little thing helps. Anyways, that's it. Speaking of sales, don't forget that all my merch is on sale. Links down below. If you want to support the OGGM and Steve the Cat, the best way to do that is head on over to Drive-Thru and pick up one of my 2 games, or use my onlycrits link to get yourself some onlycrits dice, an amazing dice, relatively well priced, and the only dice set on the market tested and approved by Steve the Cat. Till next time, have a great weekend. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon. Get off my land.
Monsters lurking in the night. Heroes ready for the fight. Dice are clattering on the wood. Storylines misunderstood. Get the latest buzz from afar. Tabletops bursting like a star. No rules, just might and magic dust. In these worlds we play soft.